Tell me how you're feeling about after that win.
Relieved, really relieved. I really felt the pressure going into this one, being out for so long, and just not performing super well in the UFC up until this point. It was really time for me to go in there and actually put in a performance that I can be proud of, and I think I did that tonight. I think while I always have room to improve, I think I finally was able to put it together and show what I can actually do, or at least a glimpse of it.
So what was the game plan coming into this fight? The first round, you guys were trading a lot on the feet. You guys both looked like you hurt each other at points in that round. So what was that game plan coming in?
The game plan was to stay long, do lots of teeps to the body, which I did in part. I got a little bit drug into the let's just swing at each other in a couple moments, but the plan was to keep him at distance, have him rush in when he rushes in, to try to take it down and do my thing, which is more or less how it worked out then.
And you touched on, your career not unfolding as you wanted in the UFC so far. So what has your mentality been like? How have you kind of stayed sharp mentally and stayed confident?
I'm not sure if I stayed super confident. I think that's a lot of the problems that I've been having, especially after my first loss to Dawkins. That really did a number on my confidence. Just going in there and just feeling as sick as I did and as weak as I did. Then the next two fights that I came into, I was just trying to prove a point. I was trying to prove myself way too much, and it just didn't work out. Put myself under way too much pressure, and just that mental and emotional fatigue caught up with me in both of those next fights against Rodolfo and Meerschaert. Had some success against Dwight, but also not a fight that I'm super proud of. Unfortunate outing in Paris last year, and then it was just really, really time for me to put it all together. I put in the work. I've been in camp more or less since about June or July, really trying to not just work on my weaknesses like I had been doing a lot before, looking at the negatives, looking at where I'm not so good, and really trying to focus on, okay, what can I actually do really well, and how can we capitalize on that in the fight and really be more true to myself as a fighter when I go out there in the octagon.
And what was the reason for the long layoff?
I got COVID 2 more times, so this has been 4 times that I've had COVID, and both of those times I got long COVID symptoms as well. And again, going back to the Dawkins fight, having felt how fighting with long COVID feels, I will never do that to myself again. That felt awful. I spent 14 hours in the hospital after that. It was not a fun time.
Is that a thing that you think is going to affect your activity, going forward throughout your career, or do you think you'll be able to pick up the pace now going into next year?
I really hope so. I'm really tired of sitting out as long as I have been. And then every single fight feels like this huge new thing that I need to pump myself up for. Even aside from having COVID 4 times, I have not been having the best luck with my health. And so hopefully that works itself out and I can be more active.
Best of luck, man. Congrats.
Thank you so much. Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.